Hello and welcome to the All About the Balls Sports Podcast. We are three guys who love their sport and can think of nothing better than enjoying a few cold beers together in the pub while we argue and laugh about the sport headlines of the day. When we were kids playing cricket in the backyard, one of us pretended to be Merv Hughes, one of us pretended to be Brian Lara, and one of us pretended to be Alistair Brown. Now, neither of you two were expecting me to say Merv Hughes there, were you?
No.
But I don't like the way you both laughed at me when I said Brian Lara, actually, which is more...
I want to make it very clear, mate. I think you make a very impressive small West Indian batsman.
Sentences I never thought you'd say.
Yeah.
But I'd love to hear more often.
Yeah. Before we go, my name is Ollie, and with me today are my very, very good mates, Boise and Gareth. Lads. Actually, I mean, first of all, Boise, why Ali Brown? I mean, not that you need a reason, but like, what was it about Ali Brown over other options that made
he was like a pioneer of one-day cricket.
Nice.
He came in and started smashing it around well before one-day. Well, that's all one-day cricket is now, isn't it? But when he was playing, he was a fast scorer.
Nice.
I say that, but I looked up his stats, and his strike rate is like 86, and
but
he wasn't as impressive as I thought. But at the time, he was amazing.
Yeah,
he scored 268 in a 40-over game, I think. Maybe I got that wrong. Maybe it's a 50-over game, but he scored 268 in a one-day game.
How?
You're right. Against Glamorgan.
Yeah. Now, look up the result of that game. Glamorgan got close.
Really?
Properly close. I think it was like
game,
Surrey got 400 and something, and Glamorgan got within 10.
Oh,
damn.
It's a ridiculous game.
Cool. That's cool.
What a game.
And Gareth, mate, I mean, you don't need any particular reason for the legend that is Lara, but was there a particular innings or a particular shot that you used to try and mimic?
The pull off the hip.
Nice.
Was my favourite. I mean,
With the leg in the air.
Yeah.
Bit of a flick almost, wasn't it?
Yes.
Very high backlift as well.
With
very
my Scoop 2000.
Oh, did you have the Scoop as well?
Yeah, of course.
Fair.
Of course. Cashmere Willow. Didn't have the real, wasn't the real McCoy. I love the Cashmere Willow bat. Sorry.
And Ollie, Merv Hughes, talk us through that.
Yeah, so...
Merv Hughes batting? Or
well, yeah.
Yeah, you were a batsman.
That's the thing. I'm not a bowler. I'm not a bowler in any way, shape, or form. So to be clear, to be clear, this was playing in the backyard with my younger brother, was he 4 or 5 years younger than me?
You could say 4 or 5.
So he's 4 or 5. I mean, at the time, he probably was. I was, running in off a full run up and bouncing my 5-year-old brother and telling him just to man the hell up. But I must have seen one of the Ashes series when they were over here and just liked the way that Merv. Do you remember he used to have that really angled run up?
Yes.
Yeah.
He used to come in from very wide. And then straight in at the last second. And there was something about that. I was like, that's a little bit different. I'll copy that. And he almost started to run through the crease. There wasn't a big sort of jump and delivery stride. It just sort of run through.
He did, actually. He did.
Yeah.
Speaking about Australian cricket, let's go straight into that series.
He's
a bit chirpy.
He's perked up, hasn't he? Bloody
he has perked up.
Bloody.
I'm all for it.
Wow.
Go for it.
I mean, congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't play, but thank you.
Well, I think you are. I mean, you're the representative of the whole country. So.
Indeed, which is a lot of pressure. But especially considering I didn't say I was actually a South African player in that context. I chose Brian Giles, but good, very solid whitewash victory.
Yes.
I don't think Australia played overly terribly. I think there was a lot of good performances. It was weird though. There was a lot of weird, like Marnus Labuschagne got a first baller in the one game and then went on to get a ton. Milan got a he got a first ball in his first game and then went on to get a ton. There was just random things where there was people you thought of not in form would just do well. But it was good for Labuschagne, who on his ground that he grew up watching cricket at scored his first ODI 100. And that was a nice touch.
I didn't realise that.
I mean, it was for the wrong country, but it was still.
It must be pleasing to see that the runs were spread around a bit more.
Yes.
So there was a good. It wasn't all on de Kock.
Yeah, I think that you're right. That's an excellent point, because I think there was a danger it was becoming the Quinton de Kock show, just becoming de Kock show.
No, I was going to say I'm not touching that, but
I'm still
not really the line.
Joe Marler. I'm not Joe Marler doing that.
Joe Marler,
I did see a funny post, like banner, when I think it was actually in the England game though, but they had some guy with his mate and an arrow going, "He loves de Kock," and I was just like, it's so juvenile, and they probably cracked up when they did it, but it's so funny.
They were all quite low score. Well, not low scoring, but they weren't like huge, 350s, 360s kind of scores, were they? They were all sort of kind of similar to the World Cup. Those 250s, 275s that teams can really. It's just enough to put a team under pressure.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't England playing, so it's likely to be a lower quality, low scoring series, but no, it's good.
Absolutely brutal.
I mean,
he's done him. He's absolutely done him.
It's so funny. I mean, you are world champions in that context.
Yeah, I mean,
correct.
It's hard.
Boys, you're speaking from a reasonably fair throne here.
I think you need to enjoy it. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But Joe, it was a good Australian team, which South Africa beat convincingly, which is brilliant.
That's a good sign, and couldn't be happier for the Boucher-Smith regime for it to keep going. Every time they win a game, as I said, it sticks it to the man there, and they move forward, which is good. So I think it's good to have South Africa as a good side in world cricket. Because they bring something different, and I think it's good to have them playing well.
And I think if South Africa weren't playing well, you've only got Australia, New Zealand, England, and India really as the top test playing teams. And I think as good as cricket is at the moment, it needs more top teams competing. And I always think South Africa are play aggressively and are competitive, and I think that brings something different to the series. So I think it's good to see.
Yeah.
It's too early to start sort of talking about the next World Cup. But one of the things that is exciting, I think, about that South African side is they've got quite a nice mixture of some experience in there, but plenty of young talent as well. If they can keep that group together and keep playing in that way, that bodes really well.
I mean, it's great. We've got 3 years until they'll choke again in a major tournament in that way. So, actually, we've got the T20 they'll choke in.
I was going to say, you're not...
and then, 50 over. 50
don't
over.
Don't worry. Oh, we've got you covered.
Yeah, I mean... But yeah, it's nice to watch them play well when it doesn't count, so that's good.
They're off to India next, I see.
Are they?
Yeah.
Tricky.
Yeah.
Tricky.
They struggle. They have got a tough series of games, haven't they?
Well, they got West Indies after India.
That's an excellent question, Gareth. Thank you for bringing that one up.
Stitching you right up on the old research. So you are vigorously clicking.
That wasn't discussed in the pre-show prep. Yeah.
You said to make it a bit more, keep it on our toes. So I thought I'd just do a question none of us know the answer to and see who will blag first. Who blinks first?
As if there's any pre-show prep.
Right, exactly.
Well, actually, it's just a one-day series in India, and then the Test series against the West Indies.
Oh,
but that's not until July, so quite a while.
So that's interesting. I guess that's what Australia did, didn't they? They've come over to South Africa and they're only doing ODIs and T20s. There's no tests involved.
Yeah,
in
I
this
don't know
current
why.
tour, is there? I like it when you get a bit of everything.
Yeah.
I don't like this non-test tours.
Yeah.
Interesting, because the West Indies are in England in May, June time for 3 tests, aren't they? So it's a quick turnaround.
Is it West Indies and Pakistan this summer for us?
Yeah. So should be quite good.
Well, we're going to the West Indies, aren't we?
We are. Well, we're going to the Oval Test.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah.
If we were going to West Indies, that'd be much better.
And then the T20.
Can we do a Barmy Army tour eventually?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Would be amazing.
I know we can logistically, but what I'm saying is, like, can we organise it? Can you organise it, please?
Yeah,
Ollie?
Actually, what I'm saying, can you do it for me, please? That'd be great.
Yeah, and you've got the skills to do this. I believe in you.
Definitely,
I'm happy to do the organising. If
I'll
who's
do the
doing
going.
the funding?
Well, hang on. I mean, isn't that? I mean, the organizer would normally
organise.
Okay, we'll get someone to pay for it. I don't know. We'll work.
Yeah,
but
I'm pretty sure
that would be an excellent tour to go on, wouldn't it?
Yes,
Barmy Army to there.
Yeah, I think it's India for England next. So, next overseas tour. So that should be good.
That'd be a belter.
Where is the T20 World Cup, out of interest? Australia?
You're asking a lot of questions that we should know the answer to.
Correct. It's in Australia in October, November, end of October.
Excellent.
Then
and
early November.
Did you watch the Women's World Cup final?
I didn't watch it, Gareth, but did you?
I did.
Boyce has been done like a kipper. Absolutely.
I know. It's amazing.
I did. It's unfair.
Don't tell me before the show certain things. Yes, I did watch it actually, and I thought Alyssa
over
Healy,
a bucket of KFC.
Yes, how did you know? Not everything I do is around KFC.
No, sometimes.
I mean, I wish. But Alyssa Healy smashing the ball around.
Phenomenal innings, wasn't it?
She's Ian Healy's daughter, right?
Is she?
Yeah.
No, I'm not falling for that.
Are you? Oh man, we are looking like a bunch of absolute Healy.
Well, you said to make it like we're in the pub more. This is what would happen. No one has an idea. Someone Googles it, and we have the answer. But I think it is Ian Healy's daughter, and she's married to Mitchell Starc.
Uncle.
She is.
Ian Healy is her uncle.
Oh, close. Close. That's pretty good. That's pretty close.
I didn't know that she was married to Mitchell Starc. That's interesting.
Well, he left the South African tour to go and watch the final.
Did he?
Oh,
Good on him. That's good.
Brandon Starc is her brother-in-law.
Who the hell's Brandon Starc?
From Game of Thrones.
No, it's not.
Well, hang on. We reach. I mean, because I think Tony
Brandon
Starc is
the guy
their cousin, isn't it? What the
Starc.
Sorry, what are we talking about? This started off as a bloody cricket podcast, and we're not talking about Game of Thrones.
Isn't Brandon Starc?
Brandon Starc, the Australian high jumper.
Okay, that's better.
I thought Brandon Starc was
with Game of Thrones. You absolute.
The Stark family in Game of Thrones. The main guy who becomes the king at the end is Brandon Starc.
Oh my lord! We are not publishing this. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Mate, this is going air.
It's going air.
So, anyway, World Cup final. What did you think?
One-sided.
Yes.
In a hyphenated word, one-sided. India just did not show up.
But Australia are good, aren't they? I mean, they're clearly the best in the world on their home ground.
80,000 people at the MCG.
Yeah. That's
I think it was a great spectacle, a really good World Cup. And I think it was right that Australia won it in the way they did. They were dominant in the final. We're going to talk about England's exit, aren't we? Which is a ridiculous rule. I don't know. It's like the most boundaries rule in the decide the Men's World Cup. There seems to be these weird rules that only come out when they're actually have to be used in these major situations, and then everyone goes, "Well, that's a ridiculous rule," but everyone signs up to them.
The ICC must be like,
think,
Christ, we've got a lot of very random rules, haven't we? They must be like going through their rule book and doing like control F, one hand, one bounce. Have we got anything? Have we got one hand, one bounce in it? Tip and run. Have we got tip and run? You're joking. Like there must be some proper bizarre chats going on at the ICC.
It's just, I just find it bizarre, and it's a T20 game, so they could easily squeeze another game in. Do you sort of mean? It's not.
Yeah.
They could have just played it 3 hours before the other semi.
Because the Men's World Cup didn't have slip days for the group games, and I know a few of those were called off.
Yes.
But, and people were saying, that they should have slip days. But for the knockouts, they had slip days and could play them. I don't know what they were expecting to gain by not having a slip day for a semi-final. It's just a stupid way to decide it.
I mean, and like Gareth says, it's bloody T20. It's the shortest format of the game. Like, I can understand, we can't quite squeeze another test match in. But it's T20, for the love of God.
Yeah, I don't.
Sorry, I mean, one last point. Like, apparently, I think I've read this somewhere, that Sydney, like, March is Sydney's wettest month. So, well, why not play it either at a different time? Or Australia's a pretty warm country, as they've recently found out. Stick it further up north. Or stick it over on the west coast on Perth, where it's bloody dry all the time. Like, there's a lot of Australia that is dry at this time of year. It is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm very angry.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Incompetence. Absolutely incompetence.
Before we move on to a bit of the, have you seen I know they lost and they didn't, but the Indian opening batsman is Shefali Verma. She's 16.
What?
And she is ranked number 1 in ICC T20 cricket. And
amazing.
The 16-year-old is the best T20 player in the world. That is just bonkers.
What were you doing?
How good is she going to be when she's like 24, 25?
When she grows up, yeah. I mean, that's insane.
When she finishes school.
Doesn't have homework to do. What were you doing at 16? Was there anything you were doing that was remotely world class at 16?
Not playing in a women's T20, I'll tell you that much.
and that's true for several reasons, and still true to this day for several reasons. But I mean, that is insane.
Yeah,
that is insane.
Amazing.
Do you ever do that? Like, I was thinking about this as I get older. You go through those stages where when you're watching the professional sport, and there's that when you're younger, you sort of like going, do you know what? They're a few years ahead of me. I've still got time. Like, when I grow up, I want to be like them. And then you get to the same age as your heroes on TV. Oh God, wow, we're the same age as Johnny Wilkinson. Oh, God, if I really gave it a go, I wonder if I could still make it. And then you're now 10, 15, whatever years older. I mean, Christ, the 16-year-old is at the top of the game, right? I think I might have to accept I am no longer going to be a professional sports person.
That's different. That's different level, isn't it? That's different level of insane. Like prodigy.
It's insane.
I mean, Tendulkar level.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he was 16 when he made his debut, wasn't he?
Yeah. Question. Are there any other countries in cricket who have such young stars?
There's the Pakistani fast bowler who recently took a hat-trick against Bangladesh, didn't he?
Yeah. Was he like 17 or 18 or something like that? He's young,
16.
16?
Yeah.
This is making me feel shit about my teenagers.
Their combined age, they're still younger than us.
Yeah. It's embarrassing.
Oh, and we'd lose if just both of them played. We would still lose.
He's bowling 90 miles an hour, and he's 16.
How? Like physically? How?
Yeah, I mean,
imagine even 15, 14. Imagine turning up to an under 14s game, and he's pushing 80 miles an hour. You would be bricking it.
Oh, do you remember that? Do you remember that on the school circuit at cricket? And you play the same schools year after year, and there would always be a couple of really quick guys. And it was you walking out, you're like, oh no. Oh, Christ, he's playing today. Oh,
all jokes aside, actually, when I was playing at schoolboy level, and Ian, you were going to laugh at this, I actually got picked for like county side, but as a spinner. All jokes aside, seriously. I was like the KP. I was like the KP of the world.
Yeah.
But I remember coming in. I was batting 8 or 9, and I came in and they had their quick on, and he was just so quick. I tried to pull the ball, and by the time I pulled it, my bat wasn't even near where I was supposed to be, and hit me right in the square in the head. It went down to the long on. I like bounced once, and he caught it and threw it in. I was so late on it. I was basically I was about 4 years behind him. It's just ridiculous.
You're finishing the shot as the ball hits the keeper's gloves from the fielder throwing it in.
Yeah, I was like, I'm in a different time zone to this guy. And I came over and bowled my straight, slow left armers.
The batsman, like first ball, he's looking at it, going, "Oh, I wonder which way this is going to go." Oh, that was the one that went straight on. Oh, and this one,
yes.
and this one.
So anyway, enough about me.
Sorry.
Enough about me. Are we going to talk about the Sri Lanka warm-up game?
Yeah. So
Before we wrap up.
A little wrap up, and we've got you were saying earlier, the actual test match doesn't kick off till the 19th, so that's what's that about week and a bit away. But they've had a warm up game, and it's all gone very well.
Yeah,
Zach Crawley got some runs.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's good.
Puts a bit of pressure on people.
Ollie Pope got 50.
Pope got some runs.
Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
Butler got some runs as well, didn't he, in the first innings?
Yeah, Butler did actually. He got a decent few. Who do you start? Who's your top 7 for the first test?
Oh my God!
And is Ben Foakes in there? And if not, why not? Why not?
Oh, I think we should debate this next week, but I'm going to go now. Foakes is in.
Good lad. Brave.
Opening, I'm going to go Keaton Jennings. Just because he's our mate. Just because he's our mate.
We do love the Jet. We are big Jet fans.
Mate, we've drunk beers with Jet, so I think you can't not pick him. Picks himself here. Who would you open?
It's a little bit like that because no one else has picked him. So
yeah. Who else would you open with there, Boise?
No, I would go Jennings and Sibley.
Yeah, good.
Just because I think if Crawley's on form, then it could be a good opportunity to try him at number 3. I'd drop Denley. And so that could decide. You assume Jennings is only in for the
conditions.
The conditions. So are
you dropping Denley? Do you say you're dropping Denley?
I'm dropping Denley.
Are you dropping him on form, or just to try out a different combination?
I'm dropping him on form.
He's 34 with 35, and I just don't. I'd rather than blood someone new, basically. And then you go Root Stokes.
4, Stokes at 5,
Pope 6,
Butler 7. They won't put Foakes in, I don't think.
Will they give Butler the gloves then?
Do you know?
Yeah,
I think they might give Foakes just because he's so good with his gloves, and you need in those conditions with spinners and stuff. I think you need that. You need a good glove, man.
So if that's what they're going to do, why did they not play Foakes in the warm up?
Ian, this question was posed to us 2 minutes ago. I have no idea.
Come on.
I'm just trying to fluff this up a bit, mate.
Come on, Gary.
I mean, you've completely kiboshed that with a lot of logic very quickly off the bat there.
There's no place for logic. We've always agreed there's no place for logic here.
I'd like to see Foakes in because I think he performed in Sri Lanka and then has been dropped, but I can't see him dropping Butler. They like him too much. So,
and he got runs. I mean, it's a bit weird to see the guy succeed and then drop him. Like,
but that's exactly what happened with Folkes. Folkes got 100 last time in Sri Lanka.
Mate, if you are going to continue to use logic, then I'm sorry, this show is going to fall.
It's not called All About the Logic. Right?
That's our spin-off series.
It's all about the talking balls, basically.
All about the squirrel grip.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll do a proper preview next week, I think, because A, Gareth will be prepared, and B, we'll have only a week to go to the Test match starts. But very early prediction now, and then we'll reassess whether you still hold that. It's only a 2-test series. What's the point in that, for the love of God? Two Test match series. Score prediction.
2-0 England.
Lovely.
1-0 England.
What is the point in a 2-match series? You've surely got to have like best of something.
Well, you just get the points, don't you, and move on. It's not even like winning the series anymore.
Yeah, so this is, okay.
It is part of the Test series.
That was an excellent ramble around the cricket oval there. I'm sorry I took us off piece terribly with Game of Thrones.
Let me do that. Yeah, luckily Boise brought us back.
Boise saved the day.
Save the day.
Thanks.
The day. Right, lads, it has been a pleasure. No predictions for us this week. Although, actually, sorry, when saying that, aren't there... Australia are playing New Zealand in some ODIs, which will be a very good series.
I really want New Zealand to smash Australia. Like
Friday the 13th.
Destroy them.
Friday the 13th, Australia, New Zealand at
that will be a good series, actually. That will be good.
2. Yeah.
Although we say this all the time, and then it actually never. Australia always just seem to, over a series, win it, don't they?
Yeah, then the Kiwis do seem to struggle against Australia in Australia. It's a three match series, and then 3 T20s. So Friday. Go on then. Friday, Australia, New Zealand. What's your prediction? Actually, Friday and Saturday, back to back.
Australia.
I don't very often do that.
Australia. I don't know. The shock with the fixture list.
I'm getting carried away. Sorry, I'm absolutely confused.
They can't have an extra day for a T20 game in the women's one, but they can have 2 50-over games.
But apparently they could. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So go on then. The first two ODIs.
I'm going to go 1 game each.
1-1 going into the tide. What about you, Boise?
I think Australia will win. Both. 2-0.
Both of them. 2-0
Australia. Yeah. It's annoying.
That would be quite disappointing.
Oliver?
As long as Warner doesn't get any bloody runs.
He will. He'll get loads.
I think it'll be 2-0 and then 2-1 overall. I think the Kiwis will take the last game.
Oh, on that bombshell.
Lads, always a pleasure, never a chore. Go well.
Cheers.